What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Inside Out Football. I'm your host, David, and I'm so excited to get back with another guest on the podcast, an amazing guest on the podcast. Please welcome Seattle University player, Favian Martinez. What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm cool.
Man, that dub was good.
For real.
It was good. How are we feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, bro. I'm happy to be here. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, for sure.
I know it took a lot of effort to get here, but made it work. So
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it mostly. I think I let know with I think last time we were talking with Raja, and I was telling him like I'm so grateful to just have the guests on the podcast because they're doing so much for me, and I never know how to like formally just show how much I'm grateful and all. You and I, we spoke months ago about bringing you on the podcast. Like I'm talking about since Pedro days.
Exactly. A long time ago. Almost a year, huh?
Like 7 months, maybe. Like in a couple months, it'll be almost a year.
That's
But I remember I was really excited to bring you on the podcast, mostly because apart from just being back then you were just a commit. You hadn't gone ahead for towards the Seattle University yet, but what was so great about the idea to bring you on the podcast was first you're an amazing player. I still remember I saw you play a game. The first time I saw you play was Crossfire versus Pac. It's in Maymore. And Pac was down like 3-0. And that's when I remember you were coming high. You went ahead and scored a goal, and the whole place just went nuts when game seemed like it was going to turn around from a 3-0 to 3-3. I don't know if you still remember that game.
Yeah, that game was crazy.
Yeah. But of course, you've played for Pac, ECNL. That's what I know of. I know you went ahead to commit with Seattle University, but I want to know more, such as when did Favian Martinez started playing?
Yeah, so I actually started at 2 years old. My parents...
2 years old.
2 years old. My parents, they would put me in like little programs, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it all started. They said it's been a part of me since I was born. They just said,
wow.
I would always dribble as soon as I could walk. I'd start doing it.
2 years old. That might be the youngest ever, a guest has said he started here.
Really?
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that's credit to my parents, you know?
Wow. Yeah, credit to your parents. They were trying to make a project in Mbappe. Yeah. Of course, yeah, you like you said, you started playing at 2 years old.
Yeah.
Do you still recall what was the steps to you getting ahead to playing Pac, such as what club did you start? Did you start at rec? Did you what clubs did you start?
I started it was a rec league called the West Seattle Soccer Club.
Okay.
So I used to play there, and then I also played in CYO.
Okay.
My little elementary school or preschool, whatever. I don't even know what it was. It was a long time ago. But yeah, that's where I started. And then I ended up going to Highland Premier.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember trying out for Pac. And then the first year I made it was actually just Maroon team. I think it was before DA started.
Oh, okay.
So I made the Maroon team off that. And then that's when it started.
So wait, do you recall what age you started playing at Pac? Around what age, what grade or something like that?
I can't even remember. I would say I don't know. I just know that I've been playing since I first got into school, you know. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And your first team you made was Maroon team.
Mm-hmm.
Was you always playing as a forward, or was it?
I was.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay.
That's my thing, you know.
Yeah. That's crazy. But what was the level of work that you would put in outside of club? Because it's not just anybody that goes in first team and for the first time to try out to Pac and directly make a Maroon team. What's the level of work? Do you recall how much work you were putting in off teams and all that? Did you have somebody that maybe, I don't know, a parent that was like, hey, Favian, we're going to hit the field?
I think it was always just seeing my parents, go through what they did in order to get me to where I was at the time. And, being that young, I feel like you don't really focus on I'm going to really put in more work outside because you're so focused on other things, you know what I mean? So I can't really recall being specific to that.
Yeah.
But I just remember always having my parents there to support me and guide me in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Of, this is what you're doing. If you're committing to this, make sure you do it at the best of your ability. So that was always my mindset. And I think that it grew from that point on to where we are today. So,
your mind has never drifted away from soccer at some point?
Or actually, nah. I mean, there's been not a lot, but there's been a moment of doubt where, I just I wanted to stop playing and start boxing. To be
Oh,
honest.
really?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Like, what was like one of the main factors that were kind of drifting you toward boxing?
I think it was, not playing my position, my primary position, and
Okay.
Scoring goals just gives me this feeling. Like I can't explain it, but it brings me the love for the game. And when you don't play that position that you feel like you're meant to be in, it kind of takes that. I don't want to say passion, but it takes that feeling. Like, am I really doing what I love to do on this field right now?
Exactly. No, I feel you. I feel you what you do. I think a lot of people could be saying that. Like I personally could be saying that. I wanted to play a certain position and being playing another position, and because you find yourself struggling, maybe like performing at the level you would in that other position to which you've trained so hard for, and that makes you wonder. Makes you like wonder about the game in general. But like let's go a little bit into that boxing part right there. Like what inspired you of boxing? Like why boxing?
Man, I just like fighting. I like watching fights. I just remember, to be honest with you, like I watched fighting more than I watch soccer.
Really?
Yeah, every weekend, every time there's a fight, I text my friends, my family. I'm like, hey, we got to watch the fight. We all get together, and I'll literally stream it on my phone, no matter where I'm at. Like I'll be at a kid's day or something, or like, out with the family, and I'll just be watching it. Yeah. So.
You got a favorite fighter?
Yeah, Gervonta Davis.
Gervonta Davis. Yeah. All right. When you what is it called? Wait, that's in the Garcia guy, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you were watching that fight, how'd it go?
It was crazy because my whole family was going for Ryan, and I bet
your whole family was going.
Whole family, everybody was going for Ryan. And I bet my cousin some money on that, and I ended up winning from that. So
you bet against your family. You won money?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's good. But like, what is it called? There was a couple of years, one of the biggest fight, McGregor Mayweather. Yeah. Who you were going for?
True, I wanted McGregor to win, bro.
Really?
Yeah. I like McGregor. I like his mindset.
Yeah.
His idea of himself is dope.
I still remember this one video I saw on TikTok where he was like in a press conference. He's talking how he's interacting with a fighter. He said, "I know he didn't speak English, so I learned." So he's like, "I learned how to say you're going to die in his language."
Yeah.
And I went to him and I was like, "Ora amore." I saw that and I was like, "No, that's cold."
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but of course you're not a boxer right now. You kept your mind focused with soccer and all, and kept playing competitively with club. Do you recall what was it called? Some of your best time when you first entered PAC? What made PAC that club that was like, oh, I'm trying to stay at PAC? Like, what was that thing that made it special for you? To be like, PAC is going to be the club.
I think it was just from Highline Athletic Club to PAC. It was just a kind of a level change. It was a higher level, and I just remember feeling like a lot more challenged with my teammates, and finding, for example, like Ethan Fisher. He's the first person that I met when I went to PAC, and I played with him ever since.
Oh wow! Wow, you guys ended up being teammates till your last year.
Yeah. Till last year.
Yeah, he's great defender. We're supposed to get him on a podcast, but Ethan, you never hit me back up. Like, what happened?
Nah, he'll
yeah. Of course, the level changed going to PAC, being one of the best clubs just in the region, would make anybody kind of fall in love with that club. Later on, I want to know, do you recall like when you first got started getting coached by Pedro? Like when did you interact the most with Pedro at the start? Or was it just at your last year when you're going ahead with the ECNL under 19 team?
Well, I just remember getting picked up from because I had left to Sounders actually.
Oh.
That's where I was right back.
Oh yeah.
I just remember.
Do you remember when did you leave for Sounders?
Shoot, I want to say like 2019, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
talk to me about that. How'd you end up there?
I ended up there just, man, to be honest, that was a couple years after PAC, when the Sounders Discovery Program was a thing.
Okay.
That's where I got in, and I was a striker at the time. And, I always thought, I remember, man, one year I had like the most goals in the DA, and then they still took me and they told me, like, oh, we see you better as a right back.
Yeah.
This and that. And I was just like, man, like, I kind of saw it as a challenge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To prove to myself that I could do it. And I took that offer after going to, what was it, Man City Cup? I believe it was 2019.
Man City Cup, like traveling to England and all that?
No, it wasn't in England. It was actually in California.
It was in California.
So, we competed there. And I just remember playing pretty well, playing pretty well. And they ended up giving me an offer after that to be on the team. It took a lot of, like, thinking to say, do I really want to take this opportunity to play a different position, knowing that, I'm a striker?
Yeah.
And, I took it. I just felt something in me that said, like, prove to yourself that you could do, other things and you're comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And I feel like as time went on, I played, another year or two, and I did well. I honestly did well. And it learned me a lot, or it taught me a lot about the game that I didn't know before, Defending as a attacker, you're not always defensive minded.
Yeah.
And I feel like it taught me things about my opponent that I wouldn't have used prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just once I started realizing, like, man, this doesn't give me the same passion that it did before.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, I got to make a change. And I took that gamble on myself and I left. I left the Sounders and said, I'm not happy playing this position. I was like, I'm going to take that chance on myself. And that same year, I just quit, played high school, did pretty well in high school, and then went straight back to PAC. And, I had to compete because I was playing in Europe. That was the year that I joined. And it was the 03-04 year. So I was playing with, guys like Yater. Yeah. And I had to fight for my spot back and get myself back in the game. Yeah. Obviously, it's a level change from high school back to club. Yeah. After playing, right back for a year or two. It's kind of hard, but I don't know. I just had some faith behind it and just, left it to God.
That's a heck of a story just right there. The courage that it also would take and just, to be like, okay, make that decisions for yourself. Yeah. But what do you think you've learned the most from just that small period of time to where, like all that back and forth was happening?
I think the biggest lesson is just gambling on yourself, just being confident that you could get it done. Mm-hmm. And I think it was just believing and trusting God's plan for me. Because, there's not a lot of people always would ask me, they'd always be like, man, why would you leave Sounders Academy? Why would you do it? And it's just like, I know most people in my situation wouldn't, but I have that faith and I'm going to, put it to action. I'm going to, see where I get. Yeah. Knowing that I gave it my all, trying to go back to who I know I am. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's amazing, bro. It's amazing to just, what is it called, to hear that from someone and then like to obviously see the fruits of that, because it's, you went ahead, you did just talk the talk, you went ahead and you walked the walk and all, but that's amazing. What do you think of just apart from that, but like just being around that environment with Sounders? What do you think of it? Like, is there anything anything else that you take away from your time there?
Like I said, I think it was just mainly like the lessons of, fighting for your spot, just proving to yourself that you are who you say you are, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like being able to adapt to new gameplay, new, formations and things like that. And that was the biggest takeaway, honestly, was the defensive part. I feel like now that I play, when I'm defending, I automatically think back to those times where I would defend, one-on-one, and it helps me. Like, honestly, I feel like I could defend somebody just as good as I could go against them sometimes, So I think that gives me, somewhat of an edge at times. So.
Wow. See, I want to now know, you afterwards you went to go play with PAC. You compete, like you say, you were competing for your spot. You said at Sounders you were competing. You felt like, okay, like you had to compete mostly after the change of position. Yeah. But where do you take your confidence from? What do you find that?
My confidence honestly comes from God and my family. Just knowing that that's the biggest thing in my life right now too, is having God in my corner. You know what I mean? Because when you have God, it's like, no matter what happens, you know that it's in His hands. And I feel like every day, even though it could be a struggle sometimes, like even right now, there's things going on and it's just like, damn, why'd that happen? But then it gets me a little bit excited because then you think about it and you're like, man, God's going to bring something greater. Yes. And it's going to get greater later. So, and then just having my family there too, like always being there, like even right now, redshirting, I don't play, but it's like they go to every game. You know what I mean? So really? That makes me feel like they're going to have my back no matter what. Yes. And then seeing that makes me go on that field, the next day when we're training, nobody's in the stands. And then I go 10 times harder.
And that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. It's an amazing testimony to hear. Just getting your confidence from God and getting your confidence from your family. And that's beautiful from your family to come into all your games and all. Of course, does Marco show up? Because after all the cuts you get from Marco, he got to be showing up.
He's too busy cutting, man. You got to respect that hustle.
Yeah, I know you're the one that be taking all the appointments at Marco.
I think I got like that set time, you know what I mean? It's every Friday, 7 p.m.
Oh, really? Yeah. Because I was trying to get a call from him today, and I checked like on Monday I'm checking the time on Wednesday, and there's times I'm like, okay, this time I'm just gonna chill and then go ahead and pick a day, pick a time. Tuesday hits the next day, and then there's no more time on Wednesday. And I'm thinking, I swear, I'm sitting there, I'm like, certainly it was Favian.
Nah. I got my set day, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, like next week too, he told me, he's like, hey man, you're gonna have to switch your appointment time. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, somebody took your spot. I was like, bro, ain't no way.
But I saw a video of you guys like pretty young back when you were starting, you know.
Yeah,
how were you guys on each other?
That was the first year I went back to Pac. I remember I hit him up. I was like, hey, let's go train. I was like, bring your haircut stuff, you know?
Really?
And then he brought it and then gave me a cut right after. And then I had a job interview right after training.
Really?
So I went in clean, you know? So thank you, Marco. I appreciate that.
Was he like one of your first, like, were you like one of his first, like, first?
Yeah, me and my brother, actually, he would come to our crib and then cut us up outside in the heat. I remember it was like 85 degrees and he was cutting, sweating. And it was dope. That's hustle right there, you know?
Yeah,
So
but you guys like experiment, like where he's like trying new things. Because now he's really great at designs. Where you guys like, you let him do crazy designs in your head like, at the start?
Nah, I was just, I had shaved my head in quarantine. So like I was not having good cuts prior to that. So once I got cut by him, it was kind of just like, damn, this is better. So I kind of just let it. Yeah. You know, we both worked with each other.
Yeah, he's great. He's great, and I just wanted to hear back from you because I like, if one week would not pass by without seeing you on his page, and that's when I was thinking like, these guys are like, the two of you guys must be really tight.
Yeah, we liked him. You know?
Yeah,
that's my guy.
Nah, that's amazing, bro. Of course, he plays a big part in keeping you fresh on the field, so we just had to bring him up. So, hey, Marco, maybe that gets me a discount next time I get a cut. Wait. But yeah, it's later on you went on. Like you say, you were playing for Pac. What's it like to have to fight for your spot? Not like just to fight for your spot to just get in, but like fight for your spot in general to just like every week with another player, with another person that wants it as much as you. What's it like to always like have that minded during practice?
I think it's just knowing that it's a hunt. You know what I mean? It's like I don't even compete with anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I always set these goals for myself, and it's like I put this pressure on myself that's greater than the pressure that I'm gonna feel from anybody else or from anything else. It's like always. I said I'm gonna do this, so now I gotta prove to myself that I am gonna do it. You know, that's why I'm like, even in soccer and outside of soccer, I just feel so like in my own lane. You know what I mean? Like I'm never going against you. I'm never trying to be better than you. I'm just trying to prove to myself that I am who I say I am.
Exactly. That's powerful, man. That's powerful. See, you're doing all this. You're you have that mentality every game. But what's your pregame like routine looks like?
My pregame. Shoot, to be honest, I wake up. Wait, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. This is my fault.
I wake up and I usually just chill with the family, you know? Just a regular daily routine, and then I always shower before the game. I don't know why. I just feel like it makes me feel
fresh or something.
Feel fresh, feel lighter. And then before the game, I always look up to God, put my hands up. I pray, I say, your will be done. You know, all glory and honor is yours now forever.
Yes.
That's what I say. And then I reach down and I touch my cleats because I have my Psalms 27, verse 1 through 3 written on it. And I touch the ground. And then, I just look up and thank God.
I'm sorry, what's the verse? Psalm
27, verses 1 through 3.
Okay. That's great, bro. Do you listen to anything? Like, do you have your headphones locked in or anything?
Sometimes actually, it depends on the mood. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm feeling like I need to get a little hype or something, I put on like Nipsey Hussle, Lil Baby. That's usually my go-to. And if I'm feeling
bumping your head and all,
not even just try to listen to the music and just feel my thoughts. You know, feel my heart a little bit. And then on days where I'm feeling like just I need to relax, I just go in, like, just let the emotions feel themselves, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. Do you recall what would be like one of the best advice you ever gotten through all your years of playing?
I think it's just trusting. I remember somebody told me, I can't be exact though. I just remember somebody telling me to just trust the work that you put in, you know? It's like, this is what you do every day, and you gotta trust that your work is gonna pay off.
That's great. Do you know what's it called? Do you have goal sets for yourself in your career when you sit there and you look like somebody that's pretty like thoughtful, like you think a lot about certain things. do you have any goals that you set for yourself? You've set to yourself that you've maybe already accomplished and that are still yet to be reached?
Yeah, I remember before the season started last year, I had written that I will commit D1 at Seattle University. I wrote it.
Really?
Yeah, actually, I believe it was like a year ago last month where I wrote it. Like
Wow.
I have it in my notebook to this day.
Wow.
And I wrote also have the most goals in the ECNL.
Oh wow.
Where I don't know the ECNL exactly if I did or not, but I know that
Yeah.
I did in the region. So
So you like manifested just playing and getting what is it called? That offer from playing D1 and all that from just very early on.
Yeah, I don't even think it was just like on me. You know what I mean? I don't like taking that credit because there's so many people and like I said, God that contributed to that. Because without him, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. Who's a coach that has inspired you the most and why? Throughout all your playing career, do you have a coach that has inspired you the most?
Definitely Pedro.
Pedro.
I mean, he's always believed in me, you know, from the start, like taking me back right after I'd been a right back. I remember at the tryouts, I did terrible. Like I was surprised with myself. I was like, damn,
like tryouts when you were playing forward and all. Like,
no, back the tryouts when I came back from being a right back.
Yeah,
I remember I was playing striker in the tryouts, and I was just like surprised with myself. Like, damn, like dude, I need to train. You know, and he took that gamble on me as well, and he believed in me, and you know, just so many ups and downs too. Like, you know, not every game I was perfect or even my best. You know, that I could be playing, and he'd always believe in me, tell me just keep going, just keep pushing, and that's what we need sometimes, you know. It's just that mentor who knows the game, who knows like how life goes to push you and just say keep going.
Oh wow, Pedro's great. How's he like in game?
He's locked in.
Yeah,
he's locked in. It doesn't matter who you are. Like, you know, he expects you to play like it's your last game. You know, like leave everything out there.
Yeah,
and you know, play for not only yourself but for the team. I think that's the most important part.
How much does he look out for you as a player, like during, you know, the time there, like in terms of like, I can hear a lot of people saying that, he's going to go ahead and talk to colleges for me and all that, like, and he, you know, he cares about you, checks up on you after the game. How much, like, do you feel like your relationship was with him?
Yeah, I think that was the best part about having him as a coach is that personal relationship, you know. He cares about you as a person, and he asks about the family. He asks, like, how things are going outside of soccer as well. If there's anything that I needed, I would call him. At times, I remember just calling him in times of doubt. At Sounders, too, I'd be like, hey, coach, like, I'm feeling this way. He'd be like, you know, just keep your head up, keep working. Like, you know, if you need anything, I'm here. And that was the best part.
Yeah, he seems to be like one of the guys or one of the coaches that really, if you want to define what Pac is, and that's kind of what he is, just that, like, feeling of, like, welcomeness or, like, he makes it feel warm. That's from what I feel. I love just being around him because he's also so spontaneous. Like he sees me, he's going to call me David, and like bring you in and all.
He's got an energy to him, huh?
Yeah, he got energy to him, but you don't want to see him when he's mad.
Nah.
Oof.
Even when he's mad though, he teaches you more like about yourself as well. You know how are you gonna handle it? How are you gonna react to that and take it in? So
yeah. So I want to know, do you recall when you first entered the ECNL team? Do you like what year, what age group did you enter it?
I think it was 2021.
2021.
I think so. Yeah.
What's it like to now get into like that big stage? Because in terms of club level, that's the biggest level, club level. I mean, there's RCL, there's this and that, but like an ECRL, and then there's ECNL, which everybody wants to compare. And you're one of the few, mostly even in the club for your age group, part of 20 kids. What's it like to be there? You're like, okay, you get the call. You're like, Favian, you're gonna be playing for ECNL.
Yeah, I think it wasn't anything different because prior to that I'd been playing IDEA as well. You know, with
Sounders and all.
Yeah, Sounders and all too in Pac as well, and it's just like. I think once you get to that level, you're used to competing and saying, like, you know, it doesn't matter where I'm at, I'm going to compete.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that it wasn't really much of a difference. It was more just the guys I was playing with, like, you know, for example, like I said, Yater.
Yeah.
Like, just being able to play with guys who are older and more experienced made me a better player as well. So that's what made it exciting for me.
How fun was it to just compete with guys like that with Yater, to who right now you're teammates with Seattle University, and now how great it is to compete with somebody from club and then going and joining them because he was already there ahead of you. Yeah. How's it like?
I think it's dope just to see like the work that he put in and how much he improved, and then just like how we work together as a team as well. Because I feel like we had a good combination when I would be up top and he'd be on the wing. You know,
Yeah.
just like bringing that knowledge into the game that we play now is just it's
Yeah.
pretty dope. So I can't wait to be on the field. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
really good, like
You also
that.
play with players such as a person that you're going to be seeing a lot for next year with Chad on the other side of Washington. You play with such as keepers Aiden Stinkler, Connor we had on the podcast. You guys had like a super team. Like,
Yeah.
it's incredible just to have that. But I want to just kind of like I see like I hear all these stories about you being baller and all, right? What's the biggest challenge you had to overcome?
The biggest challenge I had to overcome, like in life or in the game.
It could be life, it could be game. What's the biggest challenge you think Favi had to overcome?
I don't even think it's like one certain thing. I think it's just more of a, you know, like the long term goal of like making my family proud, making, you know, like myself proud on a daily basis, as in like completed that purpose that God put out for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's basically the challenge that I feel like, because it's not easy every day.
Yeah.
You know, it's different. You know, some days I'm gonna feel like I'm doing it, and some days like, damn, like I gotta get back on it.
Yeah.
So that's the challenge. It's a daily thing. It's like, am I still working as hard as I can be working? Am I doing the things that I need to do? You know, and it's not always a yes.
Yeah.
It's different day to day. So that's the biggest challenge, is winning the day every day. So
yeah, that's great, right, bro? When you have such mentality and you're around people, how is people reaction when they? Because you're the type of guy I'd be like put like David Goldman type of mentality. Like, oh, like I don't know, somebody that would be on a Joe Rogan podcast type of mentality. What's it like to be with such mentality with people and all that when you have to like talk like what's people reaction? Because not everybody's always, you know.
You know, for like my family, for example, like they're accustomed to it. Like they kind of help me reach that mindset.
Yeah.
But I can't. It's different for everybody too, because not everybody thinks the same, and at times that can be like, you know, like you get to see how people fold under pressure, or how they act under pressure. There's like different kinds of things, but I feel like in the environment that I'm in, we have very, very similar mindsets when it comes to the guys on the team, and like you know, it's like being around killers. You know, it's like we're all here to hunt. So
yeah. Oh shoot, killer type of stuff. Okay, but yeah, I remember watching. We said this. What is it called? Off camera. I remember watching the game with Crossfire. Crossfire and Pack. Crossfire being one of the biggest rival. Because I remember the only reason I drove all the way to Redmond was because we're at Starfire, and then Pedro sees me with my buddy Hugo, and he's like, "Oh, I'm heading to a game right now." And like he's sounding all excited. He's like, "Oh, I'm heading to a game right now. Crossfire versus Pack. This is a big rivalry. You guys should come." Like he's telling us, like, "Y'all make the 1 hour drive to Redmond. Come watch me play."
Yeah.
You know, and we're listening to that and we're like, he's maybe trying to hype up the game. But like, I want to know from your perspective, what's it like competing with teams like that when maybe I think it was the same year or like a couple months before they had just won the ECNL tournament. So what's it like competing with such people, with such teams?
I think it's just, you know, who wants it more. Like, you know, every time. I don't think. I mean, that rivalry specifically is like, we got to be better than them, you know, and be the best versions of ourselves as well. Because, you know, last season was a really good season of ours, and it just came down to the top two going head to head, and you know, it's like who's going to be successful, who put in the most work, and who deserves it more, you know. But honestly, I'm gonna be real honest. I feel like we deserve that more.
Well,
we honestly did. We put in more work. We put in the most goals. Like, we deserve that.
Yeah.
But you know, everything happens for reasons.
How's it feel like at that moment, just there and there, when you know, like you've put it all, like how do you hold yourself like strong and be like keep your head up? What does it take?
You know, it just takes. You gotta find it in yourself. I think you know, we were down like you said.
Yeah.
And it was just like we gotta keep pushing. You know, we're running out of time. We just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
And I feel like in times like that, like you gotta dig deep and find the energy. You know what I mean? Like when I remember that game specifically, like my whole family came out, and I just saw them on the sidelines. I was like, damn, like I gotta dig.
Yeah.
So
I was standing next to your family too. Yeah. I want to know, because your nickname something like the first time I saw your nickname was I was on TikTok. Aiden Stinkler posted a TikTok, and like you're like feature, like the main feature of the podcast, and he wrote in the caption, "Buff midget." And I'm like, "Buff midget," and you check the IG, and you're like, "The guy's a buff guy." Like, where'd that nickname come about?
I don't even know, to be honest. I think it was Pepe.
Pepe.
Yeah, Pepe. Yeah. That was from him.
Yeah. Okay? Now we gotta know what's Buff Midget's workout routine. Like, do you have a workout routine?
Yeah. Man, I remember watching. I've always worked out since I was like in 5th grade.
Oh,
I
really?
remember looking
Since
up to
5th
my older
grade?
cousin.
Mm-hmm.
My older cousin Isaiah.
Mm-hmm.
He would always be working out, and I remember seeing him, and he was cut, and I was like, damn, like I want to be like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just remember always in 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, I was doing push-ups and sit-ups. And then my dad got me a pull-up bar, installed it, and I'd be on that like every day.
Wow.
So it just became a habit. And now I don't work out every day. I just work out every other day. But I hit all upper body every other day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of leave the lower body to soccer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah. By the way, guys, like the puffer you see, like that's not a puffer. That's just like a live jacket. That's actually his muscle.
I wish.
Yeah. Nah. What's it like playing with people such as Aiden Stinkler and all that? What's it called? Seeing like all you guys are in the same circle, and you have seen them like going ahead, flying and going to top teams, top schools, and all. What's the brotherhood around guys like that?
Yeah, I think it's dope. You know, just seeing everybody like their labors, you know, paying off. And I think it's dope that we can all eventually like, you know, compete again. Yeah. You know, we might see Aiden in the NCAA tournament in a couple of years, like next year. You know? So I think that's the best part, is like seeing them be successful as well on their own.
I don't know if you've seen in the last like toward the end, what we do is we compete on the Connect 4 game.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I'm trying to see if all that tuck.
Yeah.
Are you that good here?
Let's get it. I don't know, man. We got to see.
All right. Which one, red or yellow?
I'll take red.
You take red? Okay. Now, the fact that you already have a color pick, that's scary.
That's the color blood. Got to kill.
Okay. Now I'm scared. How often do you play? Like, what do you recall the last time you played?
The last time I played, I actually played like a couple of days ago. You know the hooping one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that one with my family.
Okay.
Yeah. Like literally 2 days ago.
Nah, we here. I'm a killer in this game too, man. Everybody knows I'm right. I just the cameraman started laughing. But nah, I'm just tired of good guests. Actually, people are actually good at this game, bro. Like people come here disrespecting me on my own podcast and beating me, man. That's crazy. Hey, Rajan, how am I looking? Right here. All right, perfect. Are you ready? Give you the honor. What's the environment like? What's it called when you first got into college?
When I first got into college, I think I was honestly surprised. Like I expected, like you think like guys like that would, have not. I don't want to say it's like I expected them to have big egos or nothing, but like I expected to not feel as welcome as I did. Ooh. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like the guys made me feel actually super, super, super welcome. Like they were all dope. Everybody, came up and said what's up to me. They shook my hand and said, "What's your name? Like where you from?" And I think that's what like makes a good team. Like you see what our team's doing right now. You know, they're going to Oregon State to play in the NCAA tournament, and I just think that those are the details that get you to that level. Just being a team.
Getting like I think your last ranking was 9th in the country. That's insane. I think that's your turn now.
It is my turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's dope just to see all that work, pay off.
What was the, what's it called? What was the your energy like in your family when you first got that call? Like, hey, Favian, we want you to come SU. What's that? After like recalling all the years of hard work and being with your family, how'd that feel?
I think I was happy. Just realizing like, I told myself I'll get here and I'm here now. And it's just like, but that kind of faded, it's quick. It's quick. You feel it and you're like, all right, now it's time to work. You know what I mean? Like, it's just because I'm here doesn't mean that this is it. Yeah. I'm going to have to compete. I'm going to have to work harder. And it's a whole new level of Favi. Yeah. It's, it's not going to be the old Favi. Yeah. So that was my mindset going in. And I was excited. Like, I wanted to train right after. I wanted to train, and just get out there and go prove that I deserved to be there.
Yeah.
So that was the best part, I think.
Oh, that power when you said I faded away real quick. Oh, I hit. I think that's now you. Yeah.
Me again.
Come on now. Come on, be nice. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so that was my mindset going in.
I'm just trying to like focus because I keep losing. I'm trying to be that guy, right? I'm trying to be him. Man, my crush might be watching and decide not to go out with me just because I'm losing. Because I'm losing against Favian. I still remember that game, SU, you dub. What's the environment like preparing for such a game around guys like that?
I think it's just, just sticking to the script. Like,
Yeah.
Just, you prepare for this. We train when nobody's there, and it's just like nothing changes when everybody gets there. It's like, it's dope to see that big crowd because when you come from Pac, it's like you're not used to such a big crowd.
Yeah.
But then you get there, and it's just like, damn, like I'm actually like there's a lot of people watching. You know, they're gonna see my work pay off too, and that's just the best part. So
that's incredible, bro.
Yeah.
You still keep up with Pedro even after you committed?
Yeah, always. Yeah. Always.
Because now you see him on the other side of the sideline.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's you.
It's me again.
What's a dream you have outside of football?
What dream I have? I actually, I want to write a book.
You want to write a book?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you have in mind? Okay, can you spoil it for us?
I want it to be like just like all my lessons of my life, like when I feel like I'm in a good spot, just written into a book, so that I could teach other people, like inspire. I've always thought like I want a kid like me who grew up with a family that doesn't always have everything that they need in order to like take care of everybody.
Yeah.
And just making what they have work. That's what I feel like I come from, and I just want one day like a kid in my situation now to look up to me and be like, he did this, he went through it, and now I could do it.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing that I want to accomplish one day.
What do you think inspires you so much during your life? Like what inspires you? What's that one thing that inspires you to go for more, be more, have more?
I think it's just purpose, We could do a lot of things, but like just because like you enjoy things doesn't mean you're doing your purpose, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's just deeper than just living day to day. It's gotta you gotta find that purpose in it. Like, I ask myself every day, like, am I who I say I am?
Yeah.
Every day. Every day I wake up and I'm saying like, how am I gonna be better today? Like, what are some things I'm gonna work on?
Yep. Is it me?
Yeah, it is actually.
It's me, right? Okay. I'm seriously trying to win here. Like, shoot, Chad. Well, John, you let me know when I win, because I'd never know when I win, bro. You got a favorite song from Lil Baby? You got a bump, Lil Baby. Come on, favorite album, favorite song. You got
favorite song.
It could be a feature. For me, it got to be the one with Drake. I keep forgetting, but it was the one with Drake. What's purple? What's the purple album with Drake?
Ooh, I don't remember.
Oh, the one where he like comes on and he takes over the whole song. But when that
you say it's Drake and who?
Drake Lil Baby. When Lil Baby takes over Drake's song.
Is it
I'm gonna hop on my.
Yeah, place. I don't know.
Yeah, hold on. While you do your next move, I'm gonna hop on my place right now and I'm gonna look up Lil Baby. There you go. Wants and needs. Oh my god, when Lil Baby comes on to that. Yeah, oh wow.
That was dope. Yeah, mine gotta be the one with 42 Doug.
42 Doug? I haven't heard that yet.
I forgot. But it's tough. That was my favorite, definitely.
I see it. We all see it. We all see where he could win, but I'm not fun to go there. Let's do this. I feel like I'm mostly playing defense than actually playing offense here.
Nah, but yeah, definitely. I like listening to that music that gets me going, like that I can relate to. You know,
Mhm.
that's why I like listening to Nip because like he just talks about hustling a
Yeah.
lot, and yeah, that's my thing.
Who was your favorite teammate at Pac? Favorite teammate at Pac? Who is it?
My favorite teammate at Pac ever, Pepe. Definitely.
Pepe.
Yeah, that gotta be Pepe.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yo.
we just put in so much work together outside of practice and
Mhm.
you know, outside of what everybody knows about that. It's just like that's just what we do, you know.
Yeah. You're also part of Annex City.
Mhm.
Famous Annex City. What's it like? Like, boy, y'all got a whole like it's like a public group chat.
Yeah, it's dope, but since he moved, it's kind of been like on the low, you know. It's been different, but now we'll still be calling him and just seeing what's up. Like I talked to him last weekend, just seeing how things are going, you know.
That's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he blocked that. Hey, we're good. We're good. I thought I had him there.
Damn, that's game.
Wait,
It's
what?
tied.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
For
go.
real.
We're still here. Not much of a killer with that red, are you?
Unfortunately, not this game.
Not this game, bro.
But I didn't lose. Yes.
Pepe made Annex City?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's the creator
yeah.
of Enix.
Yeah, I think.
I
Jason
remember when
said
he
it.
first started too. It was like just random stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It all worked out, I guess. Everybody want to be part of Enix now.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm saying this, guy.
Everybody, I'm like,
I'm bringing it up because I'm trying to be part of Annex City.
nah. I'm saying like, just there be some randoms. I'm like, damn, I never even seen that guy before. But nah.
Bro, it just seems so cool, bro. Like, plus that, like, you be coming to each other's game, like you be having indoor football for that shit's so good. Sorry for the curse, bro. This way? This way? All right. Let's go again. Yeah, one last game.
But nah, yeah, Enix it was crazy. I mean, it still is, but it's not the same without him here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different. I'll be asking like Pepe, like, you know, like what made you start? Because it's a dope idea that not everybody would do. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
who thinks like, oh, I'm just gonna make a gram with all my friends and post like what we do.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
yeah.
not that common. So I thought it was dope, and like everybody messes with it and wants to be a part. Like it's
Annex City. Yeah.
yeah, it's inspirational. You know, that's what Pepe reminds me of. He's like somebody who like motivates you. Like bro, if you talk to him in person,
Yeah.
like
Bro,
he tells me some things about myself like I never even thought. You know.
I met Pepe while waiting to watch LeBron James at SPU.
Are you serious?
I swear, we're at the line, and the thing is, I was there at like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. or something. That's when I got us SPU to watch LeBron James. You know, it was a long ass line, and they had us. So I get there, you got to go all the way to the end, and there's actually like somebody that's counting and all that for attendance. So like, there's this person that's coming toward the line, and then they count out loud, and they tell you like they point at you, and they're like 824. And then I think so. Yeah. So Pepe was like maybe 5 people ahead of me. So at some point, I just had my buddy like hold my spot, and I was just around. I had my car parked right across the line, and I was just juggling.
Mhm.
Pepe comes up, and I look at his bag. There's actually a Pac logo, and then we're just sitting there with Pepe, and then we're chatting and everything. I didn't know none about Pepe. I didn't know.
Nah, for real, Pepe's he's crazy.
Yeah, he's also
dope.
really great. He's also just funny because he was funny from the beginning.
For real, he's always in places that like you wouldn't never expect him to be there. Like Pepe's there, what?
Yeah, like at the line waiting for LeBron James.
Yeah, like who would expect that? You know what I mean? Yeah,
I know he didn't make it inside, bro. So many people didn't make it inside. There were cops. I remember that. I mean, it was crazy. We waited from like 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. to see LeBron James.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
He ain't the GOAT.
Oh, he's not the GOAT? What do you think is the
He-
best basketball player?
For me, I mean, like, I want to say the best basketball player based off like character and mindset, Kobe.
Kobe.
But like all time, obviously Michael.
Michael.
You know, that's
Okay.
definitely. But nah, I mess with Kobe's instinct, his killer instinct. Like
Best basketball player for me.
From what?
For me,
for you?
if I gotta think, I want to say Michael. I really want to say Michael Jordan, mostly after I've watched like The Last Dance, because The Last Dance go deep into that guy's like mindset. Like, I mean, there's some things like some small interview you see, like you come and ask him, "Hey, game on the line, who takes the last shot?" And he says, "Me." Like, you look at that, you kind of like goofing around, but like that's mentality. He's telling you that game on the line, I'm the man for the job. And watching The Last Dance was just like whoa, like, you know, you go deep into that guy's mentality and you just kind of like know more and more. But I gotta go LeBron James. Because here's like I saw somebody on the internet said, if LeBron James came before Michael Jordan, there would not be an argument. That's why I gotta go with LeBron.
I mean, who knows? Different game, different players, different style of play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So who knows? But I think he definitely deserves his respect, but he ain't my guy.
Yeah. When you gonna go see Davis fight, one of Davis fights in person?
True, man. I'm just waiting to make enough money and then I'll go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, that's definitely a goal though, to sit ringside of
Yeah.
a fight. You know, and be like, you know, that's him.
Yeah, sure. Even meet him, get a photo or whatever.
Exactly.
That's gonna be
Just
tough.
like, yeah, that's my guy. Like, we
Yeah.
kick every once in a while. You know.
Would you fight Davis right now?
Right now, if I train for like a year maybe, I'll try.
How much
But,
round?
I mean,
how much round?
Huh?
How many rounds?
Shoot, maybe like 5. I try.
Five rounds against Davis.
I mean, what do you lose though? I mean, yeah, you get knocked out, but you get
No. On some real stuff, you would last 5 rounds.
No, I didn't say. I would say I go like a 5-round fight, you know. But like, I ain't saying that I would. I mean, I would try.
Yeah, definitely.
But nah, I'm not saying I would win like that or nothing. But who knows?
We all know the pay is gonna be mad too, bro. With Davis, I mean, a fight like that. What? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? What?
Why I was laughing, bro.
What?
He know why I was laughing.
He knows why?
No, he don't know nothing.
Yeah, he obviously
I
doesn't
know
know.
why now.
Why?
Yeah.
No, because I see it too. I see it.
We all see it.
We all see it, and I'm not gonna make them. You know, you laugh because I went the other way of the. You know, yeah. We all know.
Yeah.
You gotta make a decision here, right?
We gotta do it again.
What?
We gotta do it again.
Do what again?
The game.
Oh no! I'm gonna win this one.
Yeah. This game either way. But all right, then I'll just actually. I lost that.
Davis versus Jake Paul. Who's winning?
Davis. That's no question. Jake Paul. I mean, he's cool, but
Davis versus Tommy Fury.
huh?
Davis versus Tommy Fury. God, oh my! This is why you were laughing, because man, you could have told me I could have won right there, man. What type of cameraman are you, man? Not watching my butt, bro. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Pissing me off, man. Nah, I'm still here. Wait, did you win? Nah, I know what you're trying to do. We all see it.
I guess. Yeah.
What? We all see it. We all see it, man. Nah. This was supposed to be the last game, but like,
Yeah.
there will not be. I guess this might be the first one where there won't be a winner.
I guess, man. That's game.
Wait, what'd you?
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, nah. Look. You had it.
I did.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't saw that. Right? No.
He had me. He had me.
Yeah,
You could have went here or here, and you went here.
Wait, where did I go? Because I didn't see the one in the middle. I was so focused playing defensively. I didn't see that, and I didn't even think about anything else but winning. Because this guy was out here being like, "Oh, we're gonna redo."
I thought he was laughing because you were gonna win either way. I was like, "You didn't hear me?" I said, "Oh, I lost."
Oh my god, I didn't hear that. Oh my god, just thinking about I was about to get a dub, and here's what.
It's raps.
What goals you have for yourself in this college career?
True. I think right now, like you mean in the long run?
Yeah, in the
I
long
want to go pro.
Yeah.
Of course, that's the goal. But I think for this year, it'll be like starting off small, scoring my first college goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward to right now.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's gonna take work to get there. So
Yeah,
that's the fun part, though. you know, it's like putting in that work. You know, like nothing's guaranteed. So it's like, why not just give it all I got today?
Yeah.
Why not just go hard? You know, you don't lose nothing. It's either like I win or you like learn from not doing what you say you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a win-win.
So if you watch the podcast,
Mhm.
I think this is my favorite part because I get to like go ahead and it's not in the way, right? I'm good.
That's good.
Cool. See, you're obviously somebody that's I honestly I think like this is something you maybe answered this to you for yourself, but if Favian was watching, if Favi was watching 5 years from now,
Mhm.
you had to look at yourself and you had to give yourself a message 5 years from now and you're watching. What would you like to tell yourself? Where would you like to see yourself and you like to speak to yourself? Or it could not even be in 5 years, but it could be like throughout the next 5 years and you had to come back to a message to yourself. What would you like to tell yourself? By looking at that camera right
I
there.
just
you
tell
can speak
myself
to
like just stay true to who you are. Stay true to, you know, the plan that God has set out for you. And make sure that you never lose faith and you never lose trust in your ability and, you know, that your family's behind you and all that you're doing, and you know, just to keep working, and some way or another it'll work out. Like, you know, if I don't become who I picture in here, just know that have become who God, you know, set out for me to be. So that's the most important part. I think it's like as long as you accomplish what God put out for you, like that's a life worth living. So
yes,
that's what I can
sir.
say, you know.
Yes, sir. And to end the podcast, I want to do something really fun. From all the guests that have been your teammates that we've had, Pedro,
Yeah.
Edgar, Connor, who else? Jason, all those guys. Who's the best player out of all of them?
The best player, Yader.
Yader.
Yeah.
Yader's the best player from Pac you ever played with.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think it's just that speed, that agility, you know, the
Yeah.
footwork. It's crazy. Like I think I want to like be more like that. You know what I mean? Certain parts of my game, I'm like, damn, I got to work on that. You know. So
That's beautiful.
yeah.
We'll try to get Yader on because man is busy.
I know.
But he's also, like I used to say, camera shy. Like, bro, he's not camera shy, bro. He's a whole model out here talk about even camera shy. Like, you would live in front of the camera, talk about camera shy. But it was a pleasure having you on the podcast, brother. If you have anything, I want to just like let you speak. If you have anything you want to put out there,
Like to anybody watching.
yeah, to anybody watching, you know.
Shoot, I would just say, just stay true to who you are, man. Like, you know, I feel like if nobody sees what you do, like, you know, you gotta take advantage of that. You know, not everybody sees the things that you envision for yourself, for like, you know, for your future. Like, just put in that work. That's all I can say, and don't ever let anybody tell you can't do it, because like they're just doubting like their own vision of themselves doing it. You know, that's why people like tell you, nah, I don't want you to do this, or like, nah, I don't think you can do it, because they don't see themselves doing it. You know what I mean? So when you have that faith and that confidence and putting that plan to action, it's like, damn, he's doing it, but I don't know if I can. So it comes out of insecurity. You know what I mean? So it's just make sure you do what you want to do. That's all I can say, and leave no regrets to it. So.
Bro, I'm taking that to heart. I'm taking that for myself. I'm gonna see this episode before anybody else. Me and Rajan and all. But I'm taking that to myself. And I don't have to say I've learned a lot from just sitting here with you. Learning a lot from also mentality wise. You might be one of the most like mentality oriented guests we've had on the podcast. Also just so fun to just be around. I'm excited for people to go ahead and learn more from who's Favian Martinez from as a person and as a player. What's it like to face challenges that like as you had to do. I'm excited to see what you do. I'm definitely going to be coming to see your games. Make what's it called? Come to Seattle and be supporting. Like I got my Seattle U scarf here, so you know I'll be waving that around. I was what is it called? After every game winner that you score, I'm gonna be hopping on the field like we did versus UW and all. You know, we're envisioning these big things coming from you, and we know. I mean, from everything we've laid out here, this is definitely possible. It's definitely in your hand. I appreciate you again from coming and giving me the opportunity to have you on the podcast. It's a huge pleasure.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to, thank you too, because like you're giving people an insight that they don't normally see.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're all different, and it's like here we're having a conversation, we're being comfortable, and it's like we're saying things that you know you don't get to see on the regular. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it. It's like a mirror almost. You know?
That's beautiful. I'm grateful. Sincerely, thank you.
Yeah, thank you
very
bro. I
much.
appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Look at the
Yeah.
art. That was so
On point,
nice.
on point.
Thank you again for all you guys watching the podcast. I know we're receiving one of you watching the podcast. Mainly my mom, because she's really like the person that be watching like 3-5 times. I was like, if you go in her room, like that, her TV is just playing the podcast. She barely like understand the full like maybe like full sentences we might put out here, but like she's like she always be watching. She's always be
That's the thing
supporting.
about mothers, bro.
Yeah.
They support you no matter what.
Exactly.
I love my mom.
Yeah.
I love her. For real.
Shout out to your mom.
I know you're going to be watching this, Ma. I love you, for real.
Yeah,
So.
you want to shout out to your mom? To this
Oh, yeah, this one right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Ma, I love you. I know you're going to see this, and I hope you enjoy. And, yeah, thank you for everything you do. So.
Yeah. Love you,
too,
mom.
Pops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pops, too. Don't forget about Pops. And I want to shout out my brother, Emmanuel, because, bro, that's my guy. That's my best friend.
Your brother insisted that you be on the podcast.
Really?
Bro, I have like we talked over messages. I mean, we're still at pack together, so we see on practice and we're like, you gotta get my brother on the podcast, man.
He be telling me, we be having like our own TED Talks, like almost like in the car on the ride back home, we'll be just talking about life challenges. You know? We talking about stuff like that. And bro, that's like one of my biggest competitors too. Is like we both want to be the top level. Yeah. And it's like I don't know if you've seen how buff he is either.
I was just gonna say this, dude. It looks like you guys just don't compete in, like field wise. You also compete in the gym. Yeah. Because I met him the first time at the game versus Crossfire, and I'm telling you, I didn't even need there's no introduction. I was like, this dude, he's so buff. That's his brother. I remember I moved to Ugo. I'm like, I told my buddy Ugo, I'm like, bro, that's Favi's brother. He's like, how do you know? I'm like, look at him.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Is like, dude, he's a killer too, man. Yeah. Like if you think I'm a killer, you guys see him too. Like I remember he tore his ACL, and the next day after he found out, I went into the garage and I heard the weights moving. I heard the chains, and I went in and he was working out. Oh wow! And I was like, bro, that's crazy. I remember taking a picture of it, and I was like, bro, this guy just tore his ACL, and the next day he's already back in the gym. Oh like, wow! You know what I mean? It's like I feel like those are things that you can't really. You're not just gifted with that. You know what I mean? Like it's you work for that. And yeah. That's the one thing I appreciate about my brother is like he's a scholar, and he works on the field. And that's just who he is. That's his character. That's his essence, you know? And to me, that inspires me. Like, I feel proud as his older brother to be able to compete with him in that sense. Like, but it's all out of love. Yeah. You know, ain't no, like, I want to be better. It's more like, I want to get better with him.
Do you think you take away from each other?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. You know, he's like the technical guy. He got the skills, and then I got, like, I don't know. My style of play is different. Yeah. You know, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not saying, like, I'm up here or nothing, but I'm saying, like, I feel balanced. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I mean.
Nah, I get you. And it's beautiful. What's it called? You could see from, you don't even hear anything from him. You could see that like he's taking away things from you and all. It's beautiful. He's a great guy. I met him a couple of times. I see him and they will dab up each other, and he's a great guy. And that it's like looking at a mirror, like interviewing here, like, he knows, God knows, how much he wants and is going to accomplish in a few years. Maybe see him again in that seat to be great and all, but just wishing him all the best, wishing you all the best. But yeah, thanks again to close out. Thanks again for watching the podcast. I'm glad that you guys are watching the podcast. I'm glad that you guys are still here and we're watching another guest. And I hope that you guys are inspired by those stories. And I like to say we try to share stories to shape futures, hoping that such stories could inspire you. If you gotta give out to close off as the last sentence.
We said that last time we ended the talking for like
I know, but this is the last one.
I was messing with you.
This is the last one, and I gotta ask, what's the title of the book? If you gotta publish a book tomorrow, what's the title of the book? Like, we're ending this right there. The end.
Shoot, I just want to say, I think it would be The Hunt.
The Hunt.
Yeah, that's my theme. I don't mean to carry this conversation. Keep going.
No, we're not.
But I have this thing. It's called like I write it on my cleats too. It's OTH. Okay. It's just a reminder, like you got to eat, and in order to eat, you got to hunt. Yeah. So that's my thing. So if I ever have like a brand or a book or anything that represents me, I want it to be something with hunt. You know,
Well, I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna put that on my plate. But yeah, that's amazing, bro. We're closing it up here. Thanks again for watching the podcast. It's been Inside Out Football. It's been IOF, and we'll see you guys next week.